Cal Poly has always been known as a commuter school, and so this project was a first step in redefining the campus by placing housing at the front door.
You don't get new housing every day. Right? These are decade-type projects that, if you're lucky enough, you get to open some housing. And so as the campus continues to grow and students and all the technology and all the concerns about sustainability and climate come in, you don't always get an opportunity to answer some of those questions. These buildings really have answered so much of what's been missing, and we're excited about it.
So the location of the buildings was driven by a lot of things. HMC had master planned this whole area for student housing in the future. The placement of the housing buildings was specifically done to create this large courtyard so that it was a really comfortable space that could be a part of a space that was for these students living in these buildings, but still be open enough that will allow students that are living in the suites or people on campus to pass through it. The dining commons would be placed kind of in a very central location between the existing student services building, the existing historic stables, and the residential suites. So that was a campus-wide amenity, so it was really important that it had access from all directions.
When we approach student housing design, we look at the idea of gradually scaled social spaces. So socialization happens everywhere, and it happens in the smallest of places and the largest of spaces. We approach it from how we master plan the site. And how does this community connect and engage with the community next to it? How does it form meaningful connections to the campus? Because while student housing and first-year housing needs to have a real strong sense of identity, sense of community, the dining commons also is an important campus amenity. So the two really needed to work hand in hand.
We are really excited to have these not only community rooms, but there's study rooms and nooks, and students using the views as part of their experience has been really exciting to watch, some of which we anticipated and some of which we really hadn't.
This project's really personal to me. I was a student here, I was here 25 years ago. Our whole team who worked on this project were alum from Cal Poly. We knew what it was like living here, and it's like we knew what the conditions was, and 25 years later, we're able to make something that's like this immense transformation.
I think my favorite moment when I come onto campus is just how much the campus is transformed by this project. It being at the front door of campus now and being kind of at the heart adjacent to the dining commons and the student services building, it's where people are going to come, and it's kind of going to become the face of Cal Poly.
Students come to college to study, but there's a lot more that goes on outside of that, outside of the classroom. And so in student engagement, students who become involved are more likely to stay on campus, get better grades, graduate on time. The new community really supports what we have worked for. We're very, very proud of this, and really a long time coming, but we can't talk enough about how good it is. And for that, we thank everyone who partnered with us on this project.